The following broadcast is a Nighthawk Network presentation. This is Get Off My Lawn Live. Join us as we talk trending topics, world and local issues, and the conversations that we need to talk about as people. Get Off My Lawn Live is a Nighthawk Network presentation. Good evening, everyone. This is your boy E Buck. Eric Buck in the building. This, of course, is Get Off This Lawn Live. I am your host, and I am here today to talk to you about some trending topics and some things we need to talk about as people. You know, the usual stuff. Hopefully, everybody's doing well this week and everything's going well in your world. Thanks to all of you who are tuning in either now or later on down the line. We appreciate you very much for your support. That being said, we are going to get into our topics. Among them will be the latest on the Oxford shooting trial involving one Ethan Crumbley and the latest revelation in regards to that. We're also going to talk a little bit about a couple people in the news, as well as the latest on the vaccine front. And then, of course, we are going to get into a topic about families and family functions, family outings, family gatherings. Why are we? What are we? Are we at all? We'll get into a little bit of all of that here on the show this evening. Hopefully, you guys can tune in. And, of course, any respectful comments that you have in regards to any of these subjects, by all means, please let us know. We appreciate you for that. That being said, I'm going to play a couple quick commercials, and then once we get back, let's get off this long live and we'll get into our topics of discussion, y'all. So that being said, let's do this. Let's get off this long live. I am E-Buck. Let's kick it.
We're not asking for your permission. We're not seeking your approval. We're claiming what's ours in the name of our ancestors. We are their answered prayers. This is more than a movement. This is a revolution. Black innocence. What are yours today?
Hey.
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling.
What's up, everybody? We are back. This is Get Off This Lawn Live. I am your host, Eba, and we're about to get into our topics of discussion. First, I want to start it off with the latest on the Oxford High School shooting trial that was to take place in early January. However, in light of a new revelation, there is a whole different scenario that is now going to take place. For those of you who are not familiar or who do not recall our discussions in regards to this trial, I'm going to give you a quick briefing thereof. Basically, on November 30th of last year, Ethan Crumbley went into Oxford High School, basically had a session with one of the counselors, who in turn wanted to send him home. That did not happen as the parents refused to take him home. He then in turn returned to class, left class, went in the bathroom, and then came out with a handgun, shot several of his classmates, and basically has been in the Oakland County Jail ever since, awaiting trial. His parents also were charged with being accessories to the crime and have also spent their time in Oakland County Jail after, of course, a brief encounter with the law in which they basically ran from the scene. For those of you not familiar with the rest of the details, let me go back to one of the videos we played for you several months ago.
Jail. They say the teen is just fascinated with violence and seeing others suffer, placing him with other at-risk juveniles the same age of his alleged victims is just putting more young people possibly in danger.
He outlined a plan to stalk, rape, torture, and ultimately kill a female classmate. He expressed delight in torturing a family of baby birds. And he wrote about the joy he received in listening to them squeal as he killed them.
Oakland County prosecutors pointing to disturbing journal entries, videos, and texts showing why accused Oxford shooter Ethan Crumbley needs to stay locked up in the jail rather than be moved to a juvenile facility.
In his journal, he described the type of gun he needed, who his first victim would be, and ultimately he expressed that he would surrender so that he could witness the pain and suffering that he caused.
A mindset, they say, of a menace to other juveniles who would not be safe, housed with the 15-year-old in Children's Village. Right now, Crumbley spends most of his time in a cement cell with a few items from the commissary and a glass door so he can be monitored 24/7.
Staff a deputy directly in front of that inmate to ensure that the inmate's not hurting themselves.
This extreme isolation is actually not beneficial whatsoever and actually harms Mr. Crumbley.
While the prosecution painted an image of a narcissistic, troubled teen who wanted to be known for the premeditated Oxford school shooting.
His request that how do I get my fan mail, my hate mail, and my commissary? He knows that he's going to have people who admire him and people who hate him alike, and he wants that notoriety.
Crumbley's attorneys painted a much different picture of a teen in mental health crisis whose cries for help to parents and friends were ignored time after time.
Mr. Crumbley around this time is texting his friend, Brady, "I need help. I was thinking of calling 911 so I could go to the hospital, but then my parents would be really pissed."
Right now, Crumbley's only contact is with his caseworker twice a week, psychiatrist, lawyers, and a tablet he gets for a few hours a day. But Heather Calcaterra, manager at Children's Village, isn't convinced he needs more human contact, especially with other juveniles at Children's Village. She says staffing and mental health resources are a big concern.
This was a devastating situation, and we don't know what the defendant's presence on our campus is.
So yeah, that's just a little bit of what's going on with that. That is a part of what's going on in the scenario. For those of you who are having a little issue, apparently there is a little thing in regards to the feed coming in at the moment. Matter of fact, let us go to the commercial and see if we can figure out these technical issues. We will be back. This is Get Off This Lawn Live. I'm E-Buck, and let's figure out what the heck's going on here. See you in a sec.
Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that. David Ford. Right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that. David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Well, apparently there is some issue in regards to my Facebook feed this evening. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut down the show momentarily. I will let everyone know that you will be able to see the show on the YouTube. So when we come back, we'll be basically YouTube only this evening, and hopefully you guys can tune in to it from there. Thanks, and we'll be back in a few minutes. This is Get Off My Lawn Live, Part 1. Be right back.